It's Monday, March 16th, 2026, and apparently it's Everything You Do is Right Day, which is hilarious because today's episode was assembled by a fully automated stack of AI tools, so if anything goes sideways, congratulations, it's still right.
Wait, that holiday is so dangerously enabling? Like, yes, platform. Absolutely auto-generate my ads and my voice and my whole personality. Everything I do is right.
Exactly. I'm Hunter.
And I'm Riley. And today's vibe is, Google quietly turned the internet into one big searchable brain. And also, Google Ads is trying to become your creative director when you blink.
Yup. Main story. Google shipped Gemini Embedding 2. It's a unified, natively multimodal embedding model in public preview, available via the Gemini API and Vertex AI.
Translation? Your marketing team can finally stop playing "Where did we put that clip?" across 14 drives and 3 Slack channels.
That's the obvious win. Better search. But the non-obvious workflow is cross-media intent matching. Like, you're not just retrieving a clip, you're retrieving the clip that matches the vibe of a product shot and the tone of the copy that historically converted for a specific audience.
Okay, hold up. That's actually spicy. So instead of find me a product photo, it's find me the product photo that feels like this creator's TikTok energy, and it pulls the closest matches?
Exactly. Gemini Embedding 2 is built to map text, images, video, audio, and even PDFs into the same vector space, so cross-modal retrieval is the whole point.
So like audio mood boards become searchable. That's kind of insane.
It's also super practical if you've ever tried to scale short form. You can embed your top hooks as audio, embed your top visuals, and build an automated matchmaker that assembles combos that already harmonize.
But where does it break, Hunt? Because you know it breaks.
Oh, it breaks when you treat embeddings like truth. Embeddings are similarity, not correctness. If your brand has multiple vibes that are allowed in different contexts, the model can confidently retrieve the wrong one.
Like fun chaotic accidentally becomes unhinged chaotic. And now you're trending for the wrong reason.
Exactly. So the smartest way to stop your brand from retrieving the wrong vibe is to not rely on vectors alone. You do hybrid retrieval. You filter with hard rules first, then you use embeddings to rank inside the safe zone.
Give me an example that doesn't sound like an engineer wrote it.
Sure. Before retrieval even happens, you tag assets with constraints. Region allowed, claim type allowed, whether it has a verified source, whether talent rights are valid, whether it's okay for paid ads, that kind of stuff. Then your query is like, only pull assets eligible for paid social in the US with current rights. After that, embeddings choose the best matches.
So it's like club bouncer first, then the DJ.
Exactly. And you add a critic layer. If the retrieve combo looks off, the critic flags it. Not, I feel weird, but this violates tone rules, or this includes a restricted claim.
This is reminding me of your whole proof-first retrieval rant. Receipts or it didn't happen.
Totally. If you're going to automate at scale, retrieval needs receipts, especially when the same system is going to feed Google Ads, which is not exactly shy right now.
Oh my God, yes. Can we talk about Google Ads shipping those automation changes? Because it's giving I rearranged your furniture while you were asleep.
So, confirmed and reported rollouts. Demand Gen has an asset optimization feature that can auto-shorten and resize videos, and there's also automation that can pull images from landing pages for use as ad assets.
Unless you opt out. That phrase is my villain origin story.
Same. The trade-off is obvious. Scale versus brand safety. Platforms want every ad to be eligible everywhere, and they know most advertisers don't have enough assets, so they just generate or mutate them.
But the voiceover thing specifically, I cannot. Because if your brand voice is like warm and human and Google hits you with the default cheerful GPS narrator, it's over.
And that one is real. Google Ads is adding AI-generated voiceovers to Performance Max video ads as an opt-out feature. It's designed for videos that don't already have spoken audio, using your ad text like headlines and descriptions to generate a script and synthesize narration.
Unless you opt out. That phrase is still my villain origin story.
The current reporting says the opt-out deadline is March 20th, 2026, tied to the video enhancement controls for Performance Max.
And you already know where the opt-out toggle lives. It's in some setting that feels like a scavenger hunt.
It's under the campaign's video enhancement controls. The bigger issue is governance. If the ad platform is now generating a voice track, you need a review gate. Because pronunciation errors, wrong emphasis, weird pacing, or even just tone mismatch can quietly tank performance or freak out customers.
Also, like accessibility. Voiceovers can help if your original video is silent and confusing, but only if it's good. If it's uncanny, people bounce.
Right. And the other risk is message drift. If the platform is auto-pulling images from your landing page, it might grab something you did not intend to be an ad creative, like a random hero graphic that was designed for web context, not paid context.
Or it grabs the wrong product version, like coming soon, and now your ads are basically lying.
Which is why this is the moment to build an asset manifest mindset. Every asset needs metadata that says what it is allowed to do, where it can be used, and what claims are attached. Then your automation can block the risky stuff.
Okay, but here's my challenge. Most teams don't have time to watch endless auto-generated variants. Like nobody wants to review 400 versions of the same ad. So what are creators saying the bottleneck is now?
On X, the vibe is shifting from which model exists to how do we operationalize multiple models fast. The bottleneck is approvals and selection. Model quality is improving, but the human bandwidth to pick winners is not scaling.
Yes, the problem is no longer making content. It's choosing content. It's like we invented infinite food and now we're starving because we can't pick a meal.
Exactly. Which brings us to Helios. That video model drop has people excited because it's aimed at longer and more reliable video generation and it's open weights.
I saw the chatter. People were like, it's real-time, minute-long, and it doesn't drift as hard. Which, if true, is huge. Because drift is the thing that makes AI video feel like a fever dream halfway through.
The technical claims actually line up with what's been published. Helios is a 14B parameter video model that's been reported at about 19.5 frames per second on a single NVIDIA H100 in specific settings, and it's positioned around long video coherence.
Casual reminder. A single H100 is not creator with a laptop energy. That's we have a GPU budget energy.
Totally. That's the catch hype thread skip. Open weights doesn't mean cheap to run. It means you can control your pipeline, self-host for privacy, and potentially get better economics at scale, but you still need ops.
Also, open-source video models change the economics in a sneaky way. Agencies can build internal video factories instead of paying per-second fees forever. But then they inherit maintenance hell.
Yup, you trade vendor lock-in for congrats. You run production ML now, which is fine if you have the muscle, terrifying if you don't.
So if you're a marketer listening, what's the realistic play? Because not everybody is spinning up a private GPU cluster.
The realistic play is modular pipelines with routing. Use hosted APIs for the heavy lifting, but keep your retrieval and governance layer yours. Your brain should be portable.
That's the control plane idea. Don't let one platform own your whole creative supply chain.
Exactly. And Gemini Embedding 2 matters here because unified embeddings let you build a cross-media asset graph. Not folders, an actual graph. Then Helios or any video model becomes a renderer, not your system of record.
Okay, but if unified embeddings are the brain, how do we stop the brain from being messy? Like, how do we keep the wrong vibe from being retrieved and then auto-published by Google Ads enhancements?
Shh. Governance model risk tiers. Low-risk stuff can auto-publish, medium risk goes to a fast human review, high risk is blocked unless explicitly approved, and importantly, review should be diff-based.
Diff-based is such a clutch concept. Don't make me rewatch the whole video, show me what changed. Like Google added a voiceover track and swapped the end card. That's what I need.
Exactly. And you can automate QA checks at speed. For example, run a quick voiceover tone check, a pronunciation check against your brand glossary, and a claims check that blocks unsourced numbers.
So we're basically building a little creative TSA that scans everything before it boards the plane.
Yes, and the fun part is, unified embeddings also unlock vibe quarantine. You can have multiple brand modes, but you store them as separate collections, separate safety boundaries. Your playful TikTok mode shouldn't be retrievable for regulated product paid ads mode.
Thank you. Because my nightmare is a platform retrieving chaotic meme voice and slapping it onto a serious campaign. Like, no, not today.
Not on everything you do is right day, apparently.
Wait, so what about the creator bottleneck with all these video models dropping? If Helios makes longer video more reliable, do we just end up with more content spam?
We will unless selection gets smarter. That's where embeddings plus performance feedback loops win. Your system should learn which creative atoms actually perform and retrieve those more often.
So not generate 400, but generate a small set, then let the system get better at picking ingredients.
Yes. Fewer, better candidates, assembled from proven parts. Humans still do taste and final judgment. Machines do the grind.
I'm obsessed with the idea of content atoms. Like a 3-second clip that consistently holds attention becomes a reusable building block, and unified embeddings make it easy to find its siblings across your library.
Exactly. And then you can take that block and feed it into different renderers. Helios today, some other model next week, the stack stays stable.
Which is the only way to survive the velocity right now. Because the releases are nonstop. It's like new video model just dropped every time you open your phone.
And meanwhile, Google Ads is like, cool, we're going to auto-edit your videos now. So the strategic move is not fighting automation. It's building the guardrails and retrieval spine so automation doesn't freestyle your brand.
That's the co-creation sweet spot. Let the machine do volume and formatting, but keep intent and taste human. And keep the machine on a leash.
Exactly. All right, that's our sprint for today.
Thanks for hanging with us, friends. If today is everything you do is right day, then subscribing is obviously the correct choice. Like, morally, spiritually.
Appreciate you listening. Check out koei.com/resources for AI news and updates, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next chaos experiment.
Catch you next time.